Most hotels in Stockholm are on land, but this one floats on the water. Today I'm stepping inside of the Red Boat Hotel, a hotel inside a former ship. Let's see how it looks inside once we step on board. Come on. It turned out that my room was actually upgraded, so I got actually a bedroom. Let's see how that turns out. And here we are. So, my first impression is actually the view. The view is great from here actually. You can see the State House that I visited some time ago. From here, I think probably the best kind of view you can get. But also, this great mirror in the background, which is quite unusual. It's a big mirror here, a double-side mirror. And this room, which is known as the officer's room, which is a little bit larger than many of the rooms here, does have some quite interesting paintings on the wall. It looks kind of like a room for somebody of the service members. We have a lantern here. Don't think it's necessary because there is electricity actually here. Let's see if it works. Oh, it doesn't work, it seems. This lamp works actually, the big one. We even have a TV here. Let's see if that works. Doesn't look like it. We have two pretty big windows here with great view, a lot of sunlight, and then we have this small little window, typical for boats. Not sure you can open this one. The only downside is if people are passing by here in the night, you will hear them. And we have this kettle also, if you want to drink some tea. Let's see how it looks like on the inside. Reasonably clean. Some tea. Classic Earl Grey. Some coffee powder. Now let's do the bed test. It's kind of hard. I hope it will do. It's like a mattress right from the bed, and then there is an extra mattress that is a little bit smaller on top of it. This is how it looks like. Maybe not the best one I've seen. And on the floor you got this full carpet. It's pretty common actually on boats, but I'm not really the biggest fan of it, to be honest. But it does look clean, I think. Now let's check the bathroom, because we actually do have a bathroom here. Most rooms don't have a bathroom, but since I was upgraded, we have a bathroom. Okay, this place is kind of small actually, but as expected. It does have a shower, a small shower, but it's quite dark inside of this little room. It does have a shower head here. It's perfect for one person, I guess. The sink looks reasonably clean. I got some glasses here. And that's pretty much it, I think. In the hallway we got hangers, shoe horn, and one hairdryer. Now, let's check the rest of the boat, shall we? Come on. And the first thing you see here is obviously the view. There are plenty of other boats here. I think you can also sleep on that boat if you wanted. But the view of the old town and the State House I think it's what's most stand out. And we have this little artificial pier with two palms. Let's walk around a little bit. And here's the other boat that I was expected to be at. This place is pretty cool. So I think this particular room is actually the largest because it's the driver's room. Even here you got some decoration, maritime motifs. And here you can sit and get some sun if you want. It's pretty sunny here actually. It's really warm today, so it's perfect. The only thing missing is something to drink. Let's get down a bit, see how it looks like here. Some artwork. The place to sit. As you can see, there are actually two boats, this one and that one. So let's go and see how the first boat looks like, the one I'm not staying at. So here is the main boat. And it's actually very cozy. It's a place that you eat in the morning if you want to have breakfast. I opted not to have breakfast because it was not included, and I'm not really that hungry in the morning anyway. There's also the reception. Look at it. Looks very nice. Old ships. And then you get all things maritime. There's also a bar here if you want to drink something. You can have a drink, a beer, something to eat. Let's see what is down here. I really like all those paintings of ships. Seem to be some kind of bathrooms here. Oh, this is actually Giuseppe Arcimboldo, this artist. These seem to be the normal rooms. The one that don't have bathroom or shower. Here's a shower room actually for those people. I really like all those details they have here. There's so many details. So many things to watch. Keep in mind that you don't stay here for luxury. You stay here for coziness and for the experience of staying at a quite unusual place. So that's it, I think. I think we get a decent experience of how it looks like here. And on this boat, the room's actually on the lower level, so there's no view at all actually, it seems. So compared to mine, it's a quite big difference. So let's briefly do the street test. How the environment looks like, what it is to do, and if it's noisy to stay here. One downside is probably this busy street with plenty of cars. Hopefully it doesn't keep me awake at night. If you pass on the right side from the boat, there are plenty of other boats. Some of them you can stay at, some of them you can have a drink at or eat something at, and some are private boats. This is a pretty cool spot. A floating little bridge. And you can have a swim. I like that. And here is a bookable sauna in the middle of the city. Wow. But if you continue this direction, you're actually not going to the city. You're going further away. Further this road, get back to the city center with restaurants, metro, and everything that has to offer. So I think if you don't want to eat here, this is the way you should go. So look at the viewpoint here on top. It's actually the same place that I went to a few days ago on the viewpoints video. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. I finally found a really nice spot to sit and enjoy the nice weather. Actually, it's midsummer here after all, so it's a very sunny and bright night. Maybe I can even see the sunset. Just look at it. I don't know if you hear this, but it's kind of squeaky when you walk here. And I did get a little bit disturbed when the neighbors were walking around. And I thought actually that they were on top of me, but it's impossible because there's nothing on top. So they must have been from the room next door. So, what's the verdict of this experience? First of all, I was upgraded to a bigger room, which is pretty cool because this cabin room gives you the real experience of sleeping in a boat. It is much larger and it has those big windows on both sides and an exceptional view of the old city and the state house. It also comes with a bathroom, which gives the experience some more comfort. Now let's talk about the downside of this room. And a minor issue is obviously that the TV didn't work, although I didn't really use it, so it doesn't matter. A bigger issue is the bed itself. And if you look at the mattress, you can see why. It's not very good because it's not so thick. So when you sleep, you don't sleep that comfortable because it feels very hard. And I'm a light sleeper too, and it's very squeaky here. So you hear the neighbors when they toss and turn almost every move. So I ended up waking up plenty of times during the night because of that. You can also hear the neighbors when they pass by outside. It's quite noisy, even though they didn't do that during the night. So, how much did I pay for this experience? I paid a total of 765 Swedish kronor, which is equivalent of 60 British pounds and 79 US dollar. Is it worth it? I mean, this is a budget hotel. You can't expect that much. I think the experience itself was quite cool. There were some downsides obviously, but what do you think? Would you like to stay here? Have you stayed here? Are you planning to? Let me know in the comments. And until then, take care.